Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. This is an unboxing of the Tower Hobbies Vista Grand. Just wanted to share this with you. Let me get it out of the box and I'll show you what we're looking at. Alright, so it just comes in you can see a plain vanilla box. The same way that the Vista and the Vista BL or Vista brushless was packaged. I'll pop the lid off and we'll take a look. So as you can see, everything's neatly packaged. Outer wing panels, your instruction manual, the decal sheet, and everything's taped into the box, par for the course. Okay, so I removed the outer wing panels from the box, and I'll take them out of the bag. I'll give you a closer look at those, but first impression is that it's really well made, and the covering looks really nice. Like I said, it's hard to see through the plastic, and I will remove it from the plastic, but get it out here in the sunlight where you can. And then this is the bottom of the box. The top of the wing and the manual and everything that I showed you sits here. Up at the little cardboard box that locks the nose of the fuselage in, has your hardware. There's your wing joiners, plywood doubler, I imagine that's for the wing bolt, some Velcro, the aluminum wing joiners, and the plywood pieces that you sandwich together with epoxy. Here's your folding propeller and spinner. The ESC on the Vista BL, that was already factory installed, at least the ones that I had. I think 3 of those. Nice flying plane. This looks a lot like an E-flite ESC. I'm really curious to see how this works. And there's the connector. We've got some tape there for securing your outer wing panels, control horns. This is, I believe that's the servo mount or servo tray for that you mount the spoiler servo to. Two metal push rods in the bottom of the box there. Vertical and horizontal stab, rudder, elevator as they come out of the box, wrapped in plastic like everything else, and taped together, taped in the bottom of the box just like you see them there. Okay, here's all the parts laid out. Fuselage, center panel. I noticed when I took it out of the box there's a minimal amount of wrinkling in the covering. So far I've just seen it on the trailing edge of the center panel. Not a big deal. I can take that out, do a little work with my heat gun and my sealing iron and a microfiber towel, and that'll be good to go. The outer panels, the finish on these isn't as shiny as you would see on like Monocoat, and this is this design that you see on here is printed. It's not individual colors like you may see on some ARFs, but the black on the back is shiny, and that is a separate piece from the white, ironed on. But you can see, get it out here in some good light, Nice job on the contouring. Whoever sanded it did a nice job. The wings are all, or the ribs are all nice and smooth where they come back and meet the trailing edge. For those of you that are familiar with building kits, there's no nubs or anything like that sticking up. So overall, there's a hole for the alignment pins. Before you glue anything together, make sure that you dry fit everything. Don't rush. Some guys were saying that where the outer panel met the inner panel, if you aligned the trailing edge on the outer panel with the trailing edge on the inner panel, that they would end up with not a clean joint here, where one panel was raised higher than the other by, I think I read, as much as an 1/8 inch on the RC Group's thread. So check that out. And I can't think of any other issues. I will get a tape measure and measure the battery compartment. Somebody asked about that. But for the price, with a 60 amp ESC and the brushless motor, I'll try to get you a picture of that in a second. I don't think you can really go wrong. I'm going to pull the fuselage out and compare that to the Vista BL, the 2 meter, and let you, just to give you an idea of the size difference between the two. Okay, so you can see my Vista BL in the background and the Vista Grand in the front. So, as you would expect, quite a difference between the two. And the Vista BL has a flat piece that opens up here to access your battery compartment. And elastic, the wings are held on with elastic bands. This one's held on with a single nut right here. So now we know what this piece here is for. That's the reinforcement, to add some reinforcement to the center panel where the bolt goes through. The hatch on this is magnetic, or the canopy. It's just a piece of plastic with a laser cut ply frame. There's your magnet to your retaining magnet, and it's got a little plastic pin there that keys into this notch to retain the front. Here's a look at the battery compartment. You can kind of see the motor up there. Get it out in some good light. It is gold anodized. I can't see the writing on it. Put it on this table here. But it is indeed, as I turn it, and I don't know how well you can see that. It is indeed a electrifly 32 brushless outrunner. So for me, that alone, and if that's an E-Flight ESC, that is like buying these two components and receiving the glider for next to nothing. So overall, looking at it real quickly, very impressed. See if I can get a tape measure in here. So you can see I'm pretty far forward there, and it goes back to, there's plenty of room for a decent sized battery in there. The tape is just about straight down from that little notch I showed you where the canopy keys into. Sorry about the shadows, guys. I had this planned a little differently, a different location, but we are prepping the house and having some work done. The house is up for sale, so things are a little crazy right now. And here is the width of the battery compartment. About 2 1/4. The actual opening itself is about 2 inches. If it's not exactly 2 inches, you could certainly sand it and be able to fit a battery that measures 2 inches wide. I'm sure you'd have to not relieve this, but just sand it to get your battery to fit in there without any rubbing. So the glue joints look nice. Around here, these joints here, these are pretty nice. On the Vista BL down in there, I took the motor out and mixed up some 30-minute epoxy and microballoons and reinforced that area up in there. I read some things that was a weak point on the Vista BL, and when I opened it up, I was glad that I did. So that may be something you want to look at. Some people find it a hassle to remove the motor. It's just 4 screws in that fiberglass motor mount. A little finagling, and it'll pop right out, give you a good idea. These are mass produced, so make sure you go over the glue joints. Some of you are concerned about weight, but I would hit at least these formers, where the formers meet the sides of the fuselage, with maybe some medium CA, and just go over it, give it a good look, and some good light, and check it out. Here's a look at the tail section. Push rod exit right there, all pre-notched for the vertical stab. 2 little tabs, the laser cut tabs that are built in for basically foolproof alignment of your horizontal stab. You know, I would still do some measurements out to the wingtips, or whatever your preferred method is, to make sure that that's square. But I imagine that's on the money or really, really close. Just like the Vista BL, it's got a hole in the tail section, and it's got some relief there for the elevator push rod. The pinstripes that are on here are separate colors. The fuselage is all white, as you can see. The red and the blue, unlike the wing, are individual pieces. They have a little bit of an edge to them. I don't know if they're iron-on. It appears that they are. Really nice job. I'm really impressed with it. It's a beautiful flying plane. It really floats, really hangs. It indicates lift well. Just like the Vista BL, I bought a few of them because a plane like this, for those of you that have built a glider like either the Olympic or maybe the SIG Riser 100 or anything with a 100-inch wingspan, it's a lot of work. And to be able to pick something up like this, whether you're new to the hobby or whether you just don't have time to build, with rimfire motor that I've had really good luck with in all sorts of planes, up to 60 size and a 60 MPSC, beautifully covered, getting great feedback. I think it's $169 at Tower. There's a $15 coupon if you're picking anything extra up like batteries or anything like that. It's just an unbelievable deal. So, all right, guys, that pretty much wraps up the unboxing of the Tower Hobbies Vista Grand. I will post another video. If anybody has any questions, they want to see something up close, or I missed something that they want to take a look at, leave a message in the comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Leave a good comment, a negative comment. I just need your feedback so that I can improve on future videos. I'm sorry about the quality of the video and the sound. I lost my microphone. I don't have access to my other camera. I hope this helped out. And thanks for watching, guys. And remember, we all fly under one sky.